Who is strong? He who subdues his personal inclination. As it is said, he who is slow to anger is better than a strong man, and a master of his passions is better than a conqueror of a city. So who is strong? Someone who subdues his inclinations. And we said before, you might think, who is strong? A great political leader. Who is strong? A weightlifter, a great athlete. But as the fabled king once approached his army and said, after they had just had a magnificent victory, he said, now that you have had a magnificent victory in the battlefield, you've come back to your home city, now the true battle begins. And they said, well, what do you mean? We don't have any enemies here. He said, no, now you're going to battle your evil inclination. That it's very clear that many a great man have been undone because they were unable to control their desires. It's oftentimes it's very easy to control the outside world, but just ask a Tiger Woods, okay? Ask about how the fall of the mighty can come very quickly when we don't control our desires. President Clinton, right? One might say he was the most powerful man in the world for, first 6.5, almost 7 years, of his presidency. It's a person who does not control their desires can fall very, very, very quickly. As a matter of fact, one of the hallmarks of a person who's addicted to something, whether it be alcohol or drugs or sex or anything, you can look at their lives, and their lives can be totally in line with everything in their life except for this one particular addiction, one particular Achilles heel, so to speak. The person has to remember, wait a second, it's that one particular thing that if I don't get a hold of, it can bring me down. So here Ben Zoma is saying a very, very deep point. Who's a strong man? One who's in control of his inclinations. Earlier we were talking about this value of misplaced compassion. Before in the previous class, misplaced compassion is a horrible, horrible thing. It's misplaced compassion that is largely responsible for the economic woes of this country. When Congress passed a law demanding that banks lend money to people that could not afford their house payments so they could buy homes, that was the beginning of the end in many respects for our economic woes. Right? Misplaced compassion will direct hundreds of millions of dollars to Africa, not to feed the poor, but to corrupt the leaders. It's misplaced compassion. We have to remember that a person who has misplaced compassion can ride all the way to a very, very bitter end. Ben Zoma is teaching us that every one of us has a good inclination and a bad inclination. Most of us are pretty much in control of our bad inclination. Most of us are not going to go out there. We're not going to rape. We're not going to pillage. We're not going to commit larceny. Okay, but a lot of our destructiveness is created through our good inclination, through wanting to be good, through wanting to be kind to others, and not being kind to the right people, and not being kind in the way we should be kind. And that takes a tremendous amount of wisdom to know, where should I direct my compassion.